Today we are going to do a stream review of ManiacalZ's channel. We'll be taking a look at everything that Maniacal does and trying to give some great feedback in terms of what is working and what's not on his channel. For those of you that are brand new to this process, what I do is I work through every aspect of the channel. We take a look and we kind of do our best to do a deep dive of what, you know, what makes sense for the streamer, what they're trying to achieve, and how we can help them understand, how to get there. So let's take a look. Normally what I do is I have the streamer fill out a form, and it's to give us better context of what's going on with their channel and how they hope to improve what they're working on. So let's do a quick run through of ManiacalZ's information. So ManiacalZ, I ask, how long have you been streaming? ManiacalZ has been streaming for 4.5 years. I then asked Maniacal to describe their channel and what kind of content they produce. Maniacal's answer is a focus on gaming, or focus is gaming. We do playthroughs of RPGs, some light multiplayer games, and the occasional Guitar Hero. So they talk to me, or is it the other way? No. So what happens is I look at their channel. I mean, they can be in chat, which is really awesome. I look at their channel and I go through and I provide feedback as I review it in real time. But if they're in chat, I answer questions. I found that I think that's just a level of comfort thing. I know some people are totally comfortable being in a direct conversation. I would say, a lot of streamers are. Not every one of them is. I recognize the fact that getting feedback can be, a little tough. A little tough at times. And so it's my feeling that, if they want, they want the feedback, but they don't want to feel like they are, being put on the spot. I let them hang, I give them the option to not even be here. How do they get a review from you? Because this is the first I hear of this. Well, we're 2 weeks in. We're 2 weeks in, so we've done at least one a day. Some days we've done 2, so this is like number 14. Do they reach out to you? I have if people are interested, then they can send me a DM on Twitter or on Discord, and that's how I've been running it. So let's see. Let's see. He said focuses on gaming. We do playthroughs of RPGs and light multiplayer games, and the occasional Guitar Hero. I then ask, what's your streaming schedule? And ManiacalZ streams weeknights at 6:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. I believe Central Standard Time, CST. Let's see. What would you like to get out of the review? ManiacalZ says, any facet in which I can improve my content for the benefit of the viewer. I always follow up with are there specific things you would like me to look at? In this case, Maniacal said aesthetics and stream composition. So we'll be focusing on those things mainly. So we're gonna focus on visuals, we're gonna focus on composition, but as always, we'll do a full review of everything that we look at. We'll do a full review of each and everything. So that's what we got. So I like to start with going through the overall, what I call the page design, even though I know that the streamer doesn't actually design the layout per se, but that entails things like you know, the banner, the profile picture, and all the graphics that they can put on the site, as well as how they customize certain aspects of their channel. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at that. All right, I do have my notes. Let me pull up my notes really quick. All right. Okay. So I normally keep a list of things that I like to look at to remind myself of what we want to kind of cover. Let's see. So I always start top down, of course. I like to look at the banner here, and ManiacalZ's kind of got this like 80s neon, almost synthwave feel to it, which is very cool. You can tell it's a cohesive style, and kind of, it looks like it's a general theme that ManiacalZ's got going, because I can see it in some of these thumbnails here. Looks great, I would say. Overall, this banner is for the most part doing the thing I expect most banners do. Typically people kind of forget or don't notice when they drop their banner on their page that the video carousel will block it. It looks like ManiacalZ has done a pretty good job of putting his logo to the left. Although, I would say if he's trying to optimize for a 1080p screen, he could nudge this logo a little bit over. Just a little bit over. Otherwise, most of it's good. What's really cool here is not many people have done this, but I do appreciate ManiacalZ's actually put his socials right here. So you have a Twitter, you have a Twitch, and you have a Discord. What's really interesting, I don't see many streamers doing this, but I can get on board with this. So he doesn't have a vanity address, because you either need to be a partner with Discord or a, if I do believe, a certain level of boosting to get the vanity URL. Which, you know, if he had it, it would be something like discord.gg/ManiacalZ, but instead it is his invite code. The thing to remember, and I'm sure Maniacal knows this, the invite code has to be permanent, or else if it expires, he'd have to change this when he gets a new invite. So that's the only hazard of that, but that comes with the territory. But this looks good. This looks great. Let's see. Let's go through the carousel. I see he was hosting someone. We've got a previous stream. So no trailer. As we continue to do these, I've still only found 2 people with trailers, and it's crazy, but expected. So ManiacalZ, if you're not familiar, there is a trailer option. I think actually I saw the funniest thing yesterday when I was on Twitter. If you are a streamer and you look at your own page and you do not have a trailer, there is a 60-second video that can play, recorded by DJ Wheat, a Twitch staffer, and he's been with the company for a long time, a great dude. And he walks you through how to make a trailer, which is fantastic. I was on Twitter yesterday, and a streamer was like, "Can anyone tell me how to get rid of this video, because I hate seeing it?" And then they followed up with, "No, I do not want to make a trailer. And yes, I know I can click remind me later." It has a little button that says remind me later, and it goes away for a certain amount of time. And I'm like, well, you know, I think you've answered your own question in that it's not gonna go away, because it won't. And you can click the remind me later to get rid of it for a short while. But your options are either to go with it or post a trailer. But the importance of a trailer has yet to be seen, in my opinion. Feasibly, it's a great idea. Like, I think it's a good idea. 60 seconds to tell you, or to have you tell a viewer about your channel. Why not take that moment? And it doesn't have to be incredibly bombastic or crazy or huge. It just could be like a scene like of just your camera and you talking at the camera, and at least being high energy and saying something like, you know, here we go. It's another situation where UX is in conflict with UI. Yes, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. And hey, Benny, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you this morning, dude. I am in agreement. I think it would be smart of them to allow us to not have to see that trailer video if we don't want to. Good morning, Potato. Welcome. Enjoy your lurk. Good to see you. It could go away if not enough casters are using the trailer option. I mean, even some YouTubers are moving away from it. Yeah, it's true. It happens a lot when a redesign is more important than making good at-a-glance interfaces and putting user interactions at the forefront. Yes. And really the advice I say in terms of trailers, the more we do these, the more I'm saying, you know what? People aren't doing it. I think it'd be good to take advantage of the feature and see what it does for you. But I don't know. I don't have enough data to know if it's helpful. Like I said, in concept, it's a good idea, but... And then you have people like the person in my Twitter timeline who is like, well, I don't want to do it, and I wish I could get rid of it. I really wonder why it... I mean, I think Twitch should really just add the option of like, don't tell me this again, and then be done with it. It's good to see you, Potato. Let's see. So we're looking at the profile picture of ManiacalZ. It seems to fit the aesthetic and the vibe that Maniacal's got going. It's got the same color scheme. It looks like a little avatar of him sitting in his chair, which it's pretty cool. I wish I could zoom in on it feasibly. But it looks good. It reads okay. Let's see. I like to look at the list of videos featured here. Under recent broadcasts, ManiacalZ is indeed active, which is excellent. We're seeing a stream from 15 days ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and so on. So you can tell he's pretty active. He is indeed a variety streamer. I also like to look at the list of games. It looks like, what we got? Genshin Impact. We got Kingdom Come Deliverance. We've got Clone Hero, which he was mentioning his Guitar Hero streams. And look at this, Super Fight. Neat game. And it looks like he's also populated his shelf of streamers that he likes to share. So looks good. Overall looks good. My thoughts just from this first glance, there's a cohesive aesthetic that he's going for. Looks like he's active. Looks like he's got a couple games that he likes to stream. And of course, overall, looking pretty good. So let's dive into the About section. Let's take a look at the About panel, or About box first. So, Nintendo gamer and occasionally knowing what I'm doing. Occasionally. Okay, not bad. I would say overall, this is always a good space to give viewers some info about what they're in for. That gives you a little bit, but they can, you know, they can certainly post more. You know, like about the games that he also likes to do on top of being a Nintendo gamer. Although this is true, he loves his Switch. There you go. Let's see. Let's click the social links and make sure they work. Perfect. That one works. So we got a Twitter. We got an Instagram. Looks good. He looks to be active. He's got some Genshin Impact. He's got a meme. He's got food. This is good. This is good content right here. Oh yeah, ArcFox. Silent streaming. So you're saying that you're not actually talking? I don't know how to feel about that. I also like to take a quick look at their Twitter. ManiacalZ. So he's got, his name's Dylan. He's a Twitch affiliate, aspiring voice actor. Switch friend code. 93% turbulent. Verified, certainly impressive skills. Okay, cool. He's got an okay following. This is solid. This is good. Pretty good size following. Let's take a look. So we have a video. Oh, that's adorable. Doggo. Wow. So the good thing about ManiacalZ's Twitter feed is he's certainly posting, which is good. This is the kind of thing you want to see when you click on a streamer's Twitter profile. Because I think the number one offense most streamers are guilty of on Twitter is having only going live tweets, and we don't want that. Because most people, if they take one look at that Twitter profile and they see nothing but go live tweets, they're unlikely to hit follow or even look at your page. So what's cool here, he's using clips. And these it looks like he's putting some effort into his clips. Here, I'm gonna pause my music.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by.
This is great. This is great. He took a funny moment from his stream. He clipped it. He even put some graphics on it to kind of emphasize the funny moment within the clip. He even had the song play, although that's mildly concerning because, you know, DMCA strikes, which is a thing to be worried about. But then he also has his logo and his Twitch information. So this is the difference between, I would say, a streamer and a content creator, is when you're able to continually do more with the stuff that you produce, and that includes clips like this. And I've seen some of the stuff. ManiacalZ likes to clip really good moments and do something like this. He does a light edit with it and then shares it, and that's a really great way to grow your channel. He also looks like he does clip like, oops, there we go. He does a series of clips. Actually, wait. Yeah, he's got a bunch going on. This is great. This is actually a very good example of, as a creator, how you should be using social media. So this is excellent. All right, cool. Fantastic job on that, ManiacalZ. It looks good. Let's take a look at the panel. So at first glance, the design is pretty cohesive overall. They continue to match the aesthetic that he was going for. As you can see, they all have the same font. They have the same general background. What's nice is it looks like he has some specific iconography for each type of panel. There is a lot going on here. Let's see. Are you sponsored? You're sponsored by Lee's Premium Beard Products? Hold on. Use code ManiacalZ for 15% off. Look at this. He's got beard care products. That's fantastic. He's sponsored by, like, he's got a code. He's got a code. That's pretty solid. I myself do not have a fine beard, but if I did, I would consider using these premium beard products. I like their mascot. He's fancy because of the top hat and monocle. Looks good. Okay, so let's do a quick assessment of layout. As always, I encourage you to move your about to the first slot. About or rules. What I'm not seeing on the panels, maybe I'm missing it. I'm double checking before I say it. I don't see a schedule, which is fine if schedule's populated here. Okay, so there is a schedule here, so that's good. So yeah, I would move the about to the first slot just because it makes a little more sense, right? You know, to get context for you and your channel, you'd want it kind of to be one of the first things here. It looks like it's done in a frequently asked questions format. And let's read through it really quick. Who did that neat cartoon of you? That would be Dunadem. Is he referring to this? Maybe. I don't know. Tell us about yourself. I'm 27 and live in the US. I'm mostly streaming to help with general anxieties, be social without going outside, and have fun with my friends and viewers like yourself. I'm still new to this whole streaming thing, so if you have any suggestions that helps me or the stream, don't hesitate to let me know. Ultimately, my goal is to become a charity streamer. Okay. This is helpful. This is good. Although I would wager to say you're no longer new because it's been 4.5 years. Which tells me it's been a while since you might have updated this. So maybe revisit this. I like the reasons. I like your why. I like what you're doing. I would consider, you know, maybe briefly instead of this, I'm still new to this whole streaming thing, just say what they're in for, which is, you know, gameplay and light RPGs, things like that. I don't know if being a charity streamer is still on your long-term goal list, but, you know, I would love to see, you know, promoting more charity streams if that's something you're still wanting to do. If not, that's also okay. You can remove this if it's no longer the case because things change. So just a quick review of your about, maybe. What do you do off stream? I'm an IT guy for a big corporation. I sit at a keyboard all day, then come home and sit at a keyboard all night. Oh no. I understand this though. What do you play? I'm a Nintendo streamer, primarily Zelda, Mario Kart, Smash Bros, etc., with occasional outlier of non-Nintendo-ness like PS4 exclusives, although that doesn't seem as true lately, which is fine. Which is fine. May want to update what they can expect. Yeah, that's also acceptable, Cyrus Sin. Maybe reword it, for sure. I think what happens, and I see this a lot on the panels of a Twitch streamer, is they don't assess their stuff in regular intervals, right? They set it and they forget it, like Cyrus says. So like ideally, and Benny Fitz made a point of this yesterday, is you know, maybe do a review of your stuff every like 6 months or at some regular interval. So I actually recently updated my stuff in my panels below, but you know, just make sure it's up to date. I wouldn't say be obsessive about it, but certainly be like, oh, you know what? When's the last time I looked at this? Oh, maybe something's changed, or maybe it's been a while. So, he's got a rules section, which is great. So I would shift my about and my rules to the first panels. Otherwise, the rest of this stuff looks pretty good. It looks like he's got a merch extension here. He's got bits. This just looks like, see, this is really cool. This is actually one cool thing some of you guys can do. Some kind of preview of what emotes look like for the channel. Some people like a bigger version of what the emotes might look like, because you can kind of like in chat, I mean, you can see the streamer's emotes going through chat, and you can also like click on the little emoji button, and it shows you the emotes available, but smaller. So one thing I like to see is if it's important to the caster to promote their emotes, that they do something like this. So it's got his doggo as the tier 3. Very cool. Let's do a quick click through. Here, let me close all these other links. A quick click through. That works. Good. This works. Good. He's a humble affiliate or partner. Cool. Looks good. We clicked on the premium beard products, which is amazing. Let's see. Does this link work? I just like to do... Sometimes links change, right? So I just like to make sure. This looks good. Oh, let me look at Discord. All right. Cool. We got a tip button. Goes through Streamlabs. Looks like it works. All is well. So fantastic job. One thing to note is that stuff like this can change, so just make sure you keep it up to date. This is fantastic. One thing I do like to note is make sure that everything underneath your video player has earned a place, right? Has earned a place on your page, because we end up filling this space with a lot of stuff over time, I found, or people who get really excited about their channel posts a million things. I don't see anything here that I would necessarily get rid of, but just know that it always ends up being a lot of stuff. It always ends up being a lot of stuff. So, this is good. This is very, very good. I like it. All right, so let's so schedule is, let's see, 4:30 to 8:30. I believe that's what he wrote in his schedule. Let me pull it up one more time just to be sure. Yeah, that is correct. It's 6:30 his time. So yes, I do like the schedule. Here's one thing I do like about schedule widgets. So whether it's this one or like commonly seen one is one by Streamlabs where they have a countdown on here. What I really appreciate about the schedule widgets is that it takes into consideration the person's time zone, the local time zone. So I don't have to do any math, right? Especially for anyone outside my time zone. That's why those widgets are really helpful. So that's why I highly recommend either using their own schedule widget or an extension that goes in the panel. Always nice. So highly recommend it. Let's see. We got a lot of videos, of course. Popular clips. So the thing about ManiacalZ that I've seen, I'm just gonna click. He does a really great job of clipping things. And look at this. So this is something we should all do better with, I think, especially myself here. I just want to give him credit because if you look at who makes these clips, it's him. Top clips in the last 30 days. He's done 2 of them. 3, 4, 5. So this tells me something. He's going through his content and he's trying to find the pieces that really, like, you know, showcase what his channel's about. He's trying to find something funny, you know, usually because that's kind of his style. And I imagine he populates these clips into some kind of compilation that he posts later, because I saw that in his Twitter feed. So this is fantastic, and I think we should all consider doing more of this, right? Where we have time to review our own streams and we look at those VODs and we clip it. And top tier level of that is adding stream markers or some indicator in your timeline as to when those things occur, so they're easier to find later when you're looking at your stream. So this is good. I'm all about this. I fully support this. Any thoughts from you guys so far? So far so good, right? So one of Maniacal's goals was for us to look at aesthetics and to look at, you know, the graphic design. I can at least say that there's a common aesthetic here. This is great. There's a theme, kind of going for that 80s, almost like synth neon. Looks good. Like, I don't have much feedback. Most of it's a lot of small stuff. The notable things that he does really well here are, like, you see socials in the profile up here because there's a place for them. He's thought of the most common things. There's a slight format thing that I would change, is maybe I'd move the about section. I'd also maybe see if he could trim some of this stuff down a little bit. But overall looks good. He has a lot of commands, which is fantastic. This solid work. Does a lot of work with his clips. So boom, looks good. Let's find a VOD to look at. He did Genshin Impact yesterday, which is a pretty good. So I think part of our plan is let's scrub through Genshin Impact and see what we can find. If there's time, maybe we could go through a Kingdom Come Deliverance and see what we find there. So yeah, everything so far seems good. I mean, ManiacalZ's been doing it for 4.5 years, so I think from what I can at least see here, and I mean I've been to his stream. What I can see so far is he's very much taken into consideration a lot of the things that an ordinary streamer would do. So now we're listening to video sound, not my music. Let's talk about scene composition though. So this goes along with the rest of Maniacal's aesthetic here. It all matches still. It looks like, we've got a solid stream starting in the top center. And we've got a nice animated graphic. We got some very chill and quiet music. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That was awesome. He actually left the starting scene 51 seconds in. So that's really cool. That's really cool. Before we go too far, let's just call out what else we see. I'm gonna go back. I think that's clicking I hear. So he's got a tip goal. He's got a latest sub, latest follower. He's got a little pixel version of himself. Overall, this looks great. He's got a little tip jar. Overall, really clean. There's some light animated movement. This is pretty good. Solid. And he went to his camera within a minute, which is fantastic. So overall, this is really good. What I would recommend, and I'm gonna continue to beat this dead horse, right? Is a timer, a countdown timer, or a bar. But the sooner you go to your live screen, the more slack I'm gonna give you. He did it in 51 seconds, so that's pretty impressive, right? Like we don't keep viewers waiting. So anyone who stumbles upon this, they don't have to wait too long. But if you've got a starting soon screen, I highly recommend keeping it pretty low, the amount of time spent, if you can. I know some other streams require more prep time or more background time as they're getting going. Try to avoid long starting screens. Try to keep some kind of indicator of when the starting screen will go away, and when the stream itself will start, whether it's a countdown timer or like a loading bar. Benefits does a loading bar. There's a number of ways to do it. Let me see here. So let's go back to where he went live.
We can go
Hold on.
probably. Boop. Yeah, that one. We can go probably here. Is that the one on the pirate ship? Pretty sure there's a geo on the pirate ship. I forgot about it. Or I mean, I got it. I just forgot that I got it.
So ManiacalZ just kind of jumped right in, which this is a tough one, right? So let's talk about kind of the context here. This is part of what happens, and this is actually part of the consideration of what happens when you do go live right away, right? This is something that does happen if you hit go live and you just you don't give it maybe a little time, like You know, I was saying shoot for 2 to 3 minutes on the starting screen if possible. What is nice is if you've established a community and they know when to expect your stream, they'll show up in the first 10 minutes of the stream, whether or not, you know, you've posted anything, because you have regulars at this point, although some need the reminder. When you're not, you know, when you spend less time in the build up of the startup screen, you have no people in chat, or you may have people but they're lurking because there's no one else talking, which means I think that's probably why ManiacalZ opened the way he did, because there was no chat, right? There's no one talking to him, so he kind of jumped right into gameplay. And what I would do here is still do something very short, even though there's not a lot of engagement from chat. I would still go to the, hey guys, welcome to the stream, we're gonna play some Genshin Impact tonight, you know, something like that. Just even a quick, really like brief opening. So he just kind of went cold into it, and that kind of sets the stage for the stream. Overall, this looks like a great. Let's talk a bit about scene composition again. While he gets going.
The Geo was on one of the masts, so I got that one.
Oh yeah, desktop. Got desktop.
I was supposed to take the. Whoops, I forgot to actually do the map. Dodoko?
Dodoko, where are you?
Let's see.
Oh, there we go. We got some chat going.
This big old chunk.
How do you guys feel about seeing a streamer's desktop? I'm kind of curious. I think this is something that is purely subjective. How do you guys feel about seeing a streamer's desktop? Like, I don't do display capture, generally speaking. I usually do window capture myself. I hate it when my desktop comes up. Yeah. Potato. So Benny Fitz, I'm with you, man. I hate it when my desktop shows up. I really do. I avoid, like, there are times where you can't avoid having a display capture up to show certain things, but I personally try not to show my display, my actual display capture. Yeah, I feel like it breaks the stream as well. I feel the same way. I feel like it breaks the stream. Because, you know, you're staring at my desktop, and I really do my best to avoid that. All my scenes are carefully constructed in such a way that, you know, I have the option to do display if I have to. Like, if something's not capturing correctly or whatever, I have the option, it's there. But generally I do a lot of window or game capture, so it doesn't really hurt the flow or the feel. Cyerson says, I always use game capture unless the game's giving me issues. Yeah, that's same here. So that's me. Like, if I were here and like I had to get rid of the game for a second, that's why I go to like a be right back screen, right? I have one of these. I have one of these. It's super simple, right? But for me, I feel like it's a cleaner presentation. That's my feeling on it.
Look at this.
My thought.
There's so many.
These bombs, so heavy.
Let's do.
So he does have a map that he.
Pull this up to the side. How you doing, man?
Okay, good. He talked to his chatter.
Have that one. Okay. Oh, we begin our adventures. Missing 5 on the first. I just finished getting all of them over there. I use the interactive map for it that they have online.
But yeah, that's me. I personally prefer the window capture method or game capture method.
Hell
And then if I have to get out of those, I go to another scene, like either just chatting or a be right back. Actually, now that I think about it, I usually, like, if I have to, like, do something that takes you away from the focus of the stream, I would just go to a just chatting. Like, I would do one of these, and I'd be like, hold on just a second, and then just go back, right?
Gotten addicted? No. I spent like 2 days playing Kingdom Come Deliverance and Super Fight, so. It's just, what the fuck else do I do at AR-33?
Got little wings.
Okay, I believe I have that one.
So he's marking on the map. I see what he's doing here. Man, it is so much like Breath of the Wild. It's crazy.
Yeah, addictive would be me spending money on it, which I don't. A whole $5 a dues, that's it. I ain't no whale. I never do the Storm Terror for some reason. It's just not, it's not a fun battle. Oh fuck, it's Monday, isn't it? Yes, yeah, the wolf's up.
And so for context, this is yesterday's stream, so he did this just yesterday.
I just got all of the Animoculus, and so now I'm getting all the Geoculus.
A lot of climbing. Just like Breath of the Wild.
Oh, okay. I just hit 33. I think I got this one. Who? What? Oh. Oh, you two. That's... Oh, you three. Oh. Oh, you four.
Any thoughts so far, chat?
Okay, well, I'm gonna die. This will be great.
Any thoughts so far, chat? I'd love to hear what you guys think as well. Well, we kind of get some gameplay in. The scene itself, again, looks pretty good. Fits the aesthetic. He's got the same style of frame around his webcam.
Holy shit.
His webcam looks great. He looks well lit, framed well. Audio sounded fine in terms of his mic and his... as well as his game sound and the balance between it.
Wrong button. Holy shit. I can't move!
Whoa! That camera.
Sucrose? Y'all gotta stop your fucking...
Lex124 says, reviewing a stream, Genshin Impact is quite fun. That's a lot of dudes. Welcome, Lex. Good to see you, buddy. We're currently, and for those that are just joining us, we're currently reviewing ManiacalZ stream. And if you're brand new to the channel, my name's Amor.
Oh my god!
I've been streaming for about 5 years. So I've been offering feedback on content and page design and engagement. It's hard to kill one of those, let alone 4. That's good to know. Holy crap. They look difficult, dude. He's having a bit of a hard time. Husky Potato, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the lurk. Have a good one.
I might not make this one.
But this doesn't look good for him at all.
Oh, Venti's a dude. Or Sucrose, whichever one you're talking about. Sucrose is a girl.
One's almost down, right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is fine. It's just annoying. I already got them all almost down, so...
Oh wow. So this, I mean, this game is. There's always a lot going on when I see this game being played. So I would say overall, it looks like a water ability heal. I don't know. I don't know this game. I'm gonna assume yes. So overall, I mean, he is responding to chat when they say something. There are long periods of him playing. So he's not really, he's very focused, but he's not talking. Which, yeah, it's understandable due to concentration. There's always a balance to be had. I think it's acceptable to have moments where you have to concentrate and focus. I mean, I play a lot of Hades on my channel, and there are moments where I pause and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna say a lot, chat,
Yeah.
while I do this fight for the next
Something
minute or
she's
two.
doing, I believe.
So I get that. There are moments where that's certainly acceptable. It's a matter of balancing it against the greater amount of content during the stream, right? One thing I'm noticing that Maniacal does a good job of is he is reading his chat. He is responding.
Oh, that's the ship. Okay, that's the ship out there. Oh, because of her AoE.
He's talking game info. And he did say in his description that he's very game focused, right? So that's something that's a bit of a consideration here. He is focused on his game.
I already have, but we'll make sure.
But of course there's kind of that level of like how much engagement does that still you know, how much engagement is still appropriate, right? Obviously you want chat to feel engaged even though you know you're trying to do cool things in game, and I think that's what a lot of streamers struggle with, right? Like, is figuring out what a good balance is between chat focus and game focus. Obviously, I mean I personally lean on the side of chat focus while I'm playing, even though I'm playing the game as hard or as well as I can.
So normally your attack speed.
I prioritize engagement with my chat if I'm able to.
So bear that in mind. So you're 1, 2, 3, right? Good, fine, great. But if you hold down, well, W or 4, whatever you are, and you attack right as soon as your artifact leaves, you can go a lot faster. You have another one where you animation cancel using jump, and you can go even faster. Just gotta get your rhythm going.
What I like about this right here, this is a perfect frame of something that I appreciate from ManiacalZ, is he is talking technical gameplay here. He is talking about how animations also affect this, or how they play when you make these this attack. So that's really cool. A lot of streamers could take note of this, right? Especially game focused streamers, right? The people who are like, I'm all about the game. I'm all about really complementing the content of the game by showing off what is possible. And yeah, it's always good to explain sneaky tricks and stuff, exactly like Lex just said here. So this is a very good moment that Maniacal had, where he's like, here's how this works. Here's how it works, and here's what I think of it.
I have been here. Surely I already have the Geoculus around here. Surely. Yeah, surely I got this one. Come on now.
So a lot of silence there.
We're going on an adventure today, guys. What the fuck is that island?
Interaction with chat plus engaging conversation plus tutorial.
Is this the one you
Thoughts
and I
equals
went
great
on,
engagement. I
Tunikai?
agree.
This one right here. Pretty sure we did.
Every so often he gets a little quiet for too long for my personal taste. Let's sleep ahead though. Let's sleep ahead like half an hour ish.
Wang Shu in, because it just sounds like a pain in the ass to get if I don't already have them. I'm pretty sure I have them. But still.
Man, I had to watch a 45-minute video twice. And the second time it didn't even help because it was in plain sight. I apparently had missed it. It just pissed me off so much.
Shit happens, dude. That's happened to me. I'm
Okay, so he's got a friend in voice chat now.
I feel like that's where this thing was.
Yeah, I think there was 2 in one.
Yeah, there's 2 here. I just don't. Again, I feel like if it was anywhere nearby, it would be on my radar. The other one that's like on the side.
Discord voice. I know. I was gonna say Lex is gonna say something about Discord voice levels, isn't he?
Yeah, so it was just sitting on a rock, but the thing is, I didn't have Venti at the time.
You
And
could
I
turn
didn't
him
have the
down a
video
little
file
bit.
equipped, it was the little Earth puzzle that's right there, the little 4 monuments.
Wait, what?
Actually,
Yeah, like the very first statue you find.
Where at?
The first statue in the UI that you find.
yeah, his friend's
78,
definitely
it was
louder.
there, the one that sits in plain sight when you're doing the Earth puzzle after you do the 4
He's
monuments.
definitely
Oh, you're not
yeah.
talking about the ones
It
like
didn't
here,
pop up.
Wang Shu. You're talking
It's
about
important
your
that-
journey in general, trying to get on.
It's
Yeah.
important that people are not louder than the streamer, in my opinion. I agree with you there, Lex.
Hey, Hex, how you doing, man?
So does post apocalypse. It's true. You do want the streamer to be the loudest person. He's not outrageously loud, but yeah, you're right. He is louder. He is louder
Okay,
than
cat's out of the
ManiacalZ
bag.
is.
What?
What I would recommend, yeah, is
Literally.
when you have friends on stream, which is fine. Set
Oh, no, it
those
wasn't
those
awesome.
volume levels when they join. You know, when they join up, just take a quick second as they're talking and adjust them up or down,
I mean, she probably will.
and make
go
sure
back
you're
to the
always
maximum level.
slightly louder
Ever since she discovered that she fits
than them,
into
but at the very
a,
least,
a
make sure
bag.
they're not louder than you
Like,
are.
you know the brown bags that Hawaiian Bros puts their food in? Yeah, no, it's one of those. And half the time when
How
she
are they
pops
not
out,
dying?
she gets her head stuck in one of the loops, so she's just dragging this bag around her like a cape.
What a silly kitty.
She's absolutely adorable.
Hex, I'm doing okay. I'm drinking on a Monday.
I should get me something to drink, but now I can't because this cat is purring on my lap.
I mean, that's illegal. Not the
Indeed.
cat purring, but.
And then, as always, I always recommend if you're going to have a Discord call or like a voice chat with a friend on your stream or a group, always consider doing some kind of Discord, like if it is Discord, which you know it probably is, but if it is Discord, using the StreamKit browser source where you can show people who is talking when they're talking. It helps draw some context of what's happening on the voice channel, so people can at least relate to what's happening. Maybe they see the name of the person, so they can refer to the name of the person if they're answering something or talking about what's going on with the voice chat.
There's so many. I
You
don't
can hear
understand
the
this game at
disparity in the
all.
volume.
It's
It's a little
Breath of the
jarring.
Wild
Makes me wonder who's talking to a
Zelda
degree.
mixed
Yeah.
with Xenoblade mixed with Near Automata. Oh wait, it just popped up my map.
And it's definitely difficult. It's definitely
Oh,
difficult,
yeah, it just
right?
popped up for me too.
When you don't
It's
know,
a gotcha game, basically.
like
too,
when you're
so
not
yeah,
used to the
Oh, you could
the streamer's voice, you don't know who it is.
Oh, hey, look at
just
that.
glide into it.
Yeah.
It's
Let
one
me
of the Windberry ones.
see.
Here we go.
Let me jump forward a little bit more.
Alright, pretty sure I got this.
You often lurk, so it can get confusing if you're not looking directly. Yeah,
On top of this little house.
One
I
on this
leaped
side,
forward a
one
little
on the
bit,
Other side. I think I got both of them in a row.
about an hour.
Like on the other side of this bridge. Like here?
They should be a little bit lower if they're in the middle of the air. So there's a shrine over there far away in the distance. No, you didn't know. God damn. Oh, I missed the fucking shot at the end. Whatever.
Oh yeah, post-apocalypse. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at when I say use like the Discord stream kit overlay. That gives you context about who's talking. So usually what that will do is you can display it a couple different ways. There are a few other options available if you were to use that browser source. The bare minimum is you could just have it show when they're talking, have their name appear.
There's supposed to be one.
But you can do something where you even just list, like, if there's multiple people in there, you can list out the handles of every person in the room, and then they light up when they talk. So yeah, always a good idea, especially the more people you add to like a voice call in your stream. It makes it easier for someone to kind of understand what's going on. For sure, ArcFox. And there's two ways you can do it. You can either do the Discord overlay, which is an option that you turn on through Discord. It's a feature that will drop that voice indicator in your game. Or you can use the stream kit, which is it does the same thing, but it makes it a browser source, which means that you can add it to your overlay and move it wherever you want, and treat it more as like a stream asset that you can add here or there. I prefer that because it's more flexible.
Pretty sure I got this one.
And I can still see who's talking if I need to, because I can glance at my stream preview.
Okay, the one by the water.
But yeah, ManiacalZ overall does a pretty good job in terms of when he's addressing chat, when he's addressing his friends. But there is a lot of dead air when it comes to his mic, right? He doesn't talk a whole lot at certain points. Sometimes it's for concentrating, I'm noticing, which is totally
This goes really, really, really
reasonable.
low.
There are other times where I don't, he's just quiet. And those are the times where I would encourage ManiacalZ
Oh, I died. I thought I'd splash in water, but no.
to
No.
engage his
You
viewers.
probably ran out of stamina.
No, I didn't run out of stamina. Like, I hit the ground and I zeroed.
Oh.
Alright, I'm pretty sure I got that one. The really, really, really long waterfall area.
I'm right above you. Oh my god! The waterfall's stopping me! Oh my god, look at me! What the fuck?
Yeah, his friend's pretty loud, isn't he?
Can you see me on the waterfall?
You okay down there, bud?
Can I just show you that really quick again? So
Yeah, he did.
if you're next to a
Sometimes it
waterfall,
is hard to see
you
or
immediately
hear
get
what's
kicked
going
off
on.
The glide, and I was spamming the glide button while on the waterfall.
Oh no.
So it just made me slowly descend. And the thing is, it didn't waste any of my stamina either.
It's tactical. Pretty sure I got everything that was right here. So
Let's see what. Let's go about 20 minutes.
The one thing I don't
ahead.
like about it is that his neck isn't big enough. Because whenever I use like my R2 or just any skill, it makes me fall off his fucking neck, and then I have to climb back up, and that just wastes so much time.
I wish I had not been on
Just that
PlayStation.
alone is what really annoys me.
The camera angle fucked me up.
I
during that
hate
fight.
the Storm Terror camera angle so much.
Alright, well, I think I'm gonna dip here.
Alright.
I'm getting fucking hungry.
All right, bye, buddy.
Alright, I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for the help, man. Appreciate you.
Yep. See ya.
What the hell just happened? Did I just get voided out? What just happened? The game was like, nah, man, you're not allowed to glide here. Illegal. Okay, right before this pool.
If I come in midstream with someone chatting with a friend on Discord and a little interaction with Twitch chat, then it feels like a few people playing together with chat observing. Yeah,
I set everything on fire.
I can agree with that,
I think how
post-apocalypse.
Corvus has just been in the Discord. Like,
How do you feel like, so when you see something like that, post-apocalypse, what do you do? I guess that's my question. What do you, at that point, do you bounce? Do you leave? Or do you, what is your, I'm kind of curious, chat, when you, just to get personal taste, right? Like, from you guys, how do you feel about arriving to a stream where it's a bit more like what post-apocalypse is describing here? It's not really my thing, post-apocalypse says. I prefer more interaction, so I would leave. Yeah, and this is true, right? Because as we're looking at this, we're not seeing as much we're not seeing as much chat. I feel like he's definitely, he's doing a good job responding to chat when something is relevant for him to respond to. However, yeah, I don't see as much engagement directly with them, and that
yes.
can turn some viewers away. That can put them off for sure.
Where am I going? I'm going up that just to see. Actually, I have no idea if I've even been up there or not. Maybe I haven't. Who knows? We'll see.
Lex says, I do also find that all too often the people on the call have awful microphones.
You get a breath of fresh air. That's how you know where to go.
Boy, I can't wait till we get to the next area. Every single person burns through it in 25 minutes.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Lex, but that does seem to happen.
Or by just being overleveled.
That does seem to happen.
Go through it because we have nothing else to do in this game.
I can see how it would make it easier for the streamer, though, to have someone to talk to, especially if they have few people active in chat. Certainly.
Luckily for me, I have a lot of stuff.
I think there's a benefit there, right? There's some benefit, right? There's at least, at least you are at least the streamer and their friend are talking and they're engaging. I think the thing to note is that there's engagement there, but it may or may not necessarily be with chat, and I think that's where some of the concern might be. Lex says, if I were a streamer, I would legit ban people with bad mics from joining, not actually ban. Yeah, no, I get you from the call, right? Like, look, you can't you can't be on my call while I stream if your mic sucks. Cyrus Sin says, it's a double-edged sword. It can be a good thing since they're not talking to the void, but it can be a bad thing where they can be too focused on the chat between friends and forgetting those in chat. That is very true, Cyrus Sin. I think you make a fantastic point here. What's really interesting to note is that because a streamer has so many things to balance, right? Gameplay, chat, the production of the stream, right? Making sure like everything looks good. They're monitoring their sound levels. They're making sure that everything's all good on the stream end. And then like you have to also, when you're playing games like this, it's certainly your engagement with your friends and co-players, right? Co-players or co-streamers. This kind of touches on like how it works when you're co-streaming with someone. It's really about how to still provide a certain level of engagement with your chat, but still be engaged with the people you're playing with or streaming with.
I was talking to my manager about like oh yeah, I'm making $2,000 less than the people who just started here. All right, can you like help me out? And they're like, oh, if you're making less than like the standard, you'll get a bigger boost. But after having already been here, I know that that's not gonna flip and happen. I'll just get the 2.5% raised as usual.
Fucking telling me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
5
ManiacalZ's
years, I'm only going
quieter
up
than him here.
5.7. K.
In total?
Yeah, 5.7K
Oh,
in
yeah.
total.
Yeah. On
5
nights
fucking years,
we
man.
joked 2.5% all the way to CEO, man.
Can we calculate how long that would take? Like how many years that would take at just 2.5% raise to get the exact
Salary,
same
though.
salary?
It would have
as
to be
CEO?
public knowledge, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because it's a stock market company.
A
Let's
public
see
company?
here. Yeah, all right, bro. Come on.
Stock market company. I'm gonna go do a business at the business factory.
Oh man.
His banter with his
What's
friends
his
is
name?
good.
I guess you can't say it over here,
Nah,
but
please don't.
executive, CFO,
For company.
COO, CEO. Oh Jesus,
What's
That's a
what's the
lot.
value?
9.6 million.
Wow, we're getting fucked, aren't we?
Well, that's the total compensation. Like that might be different than income, though.
Now, if a chatter asks a question about the game or something, then they can meet up, answer. They can meet up and answer questions, then unmute and ask their friends their opinion, etc. Definitely, yeah.
Well, no, our total compensation would be our salary. Whereas what they mean by total compensation is salary plus stock options and shit.
Yeah.
So like, it's
Salary
3.7
plus
million
his
in
boo-boo
stock.
bucks.
Let's go forward a little bit
but
more.
729,000.
Let's scrub a little more.
Nope.
So
Nope.
October 31st. All right. So
Oh,
shave it into
are we doing November?
yeah, shave it into a mustache and then just let it go afterwards.
I did no shave November for like 3 fucking years.
Well, I mean, it doesn't count if you already have a beard.
Counts however I wanted to fucking count. It's my goddamn beard. How dare you?
Yeah, because I mean, I've done it for at least 2 years then. But
Post-Apocalypse says the mystery person on Discord has upstage streamer when volume is loud and they speak often.
when I first got my beard.
I could agree with that.
Is there another ley line? Can you just like keep doing
Yeah.
ley line?
They spawn immediately after you finish one.
As long as you have
As long as you got
resin.
resin.
I'm waiting to see him say something to chat, actually.
Isn't that how you poison kids with resin?
Yeah, sure, okay. Yeah.
It looks
No,
like,
like
according to
in that one show, I don't wanna
timestamps,
spoil.
according to timestamps here,
That wasn't with resin, that was with fucking
someone in chat hasn't said something since 2:18,
Lily of the Valley.
2 hours 18
Who's resin? In
into the stream. They're on
is it okay if I say
2:33
the name of the
currently.
show? It's been out 10 years.
No.
Okay.
So some people haven't said anything.
Ricin.
Ricin.
Okay. my
Also,
bad.
Lily of the Valley too was used, but whatever.
Yeah.
Potato, zapatos.
Shoot.
Zapatos.
Hell yeah.
Botswana.
See, I finished half of the next chapter when I finished the previous chapter of the adventure log.
Hey, when do you wanna watch Neon Genesis Evangelion that you wanted?
Yeah, Cyberson, I was saying that earlier, is when your friend joins your voice chat, adjust their levels accordingly. For sure. That would be feedback I have for ManiacalZ here. I would have my
I mean, like, you said you wanted to watch it whenever I started watching.
once my friend joins the call, I would adjust them and check levels really quick. I know that's a pain in the butt, but that's certainly something that a streamer can get used to doing. I mean, I don't do many co-streams. I don't do many multiplayer voice streams as well, but I would recommend as soon as your friend joins, turn them up or down based on what your relative levels are, and keep them similar to your own levels, if not slightly lower than yours. Just so stream can kind of hear you more than them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having your friends be a feature of the stream.
Slap, slap,
But I
I
mean,
hate
you
this
are the streamer, right? So you want to make sure that you're actively kind of
Okay.
the main feature of the stream, if you will, right?
From Blossoms.
Okay, clearly there isn't a Geo here, so.
There's bad guys. Where's the bad guys? I heard the noise, but then there's. Oh, there they are.
Sure, it wasn't my stream.
There needs
All
to
right.
be better elemental.
Let's jump ahead
effects.
some more.
I am running out of ones to look for. Hup. Hup. Thank you. Dude, I feel you.
More silence while he's climbing.
Alright, please tell me this is enough. I've glided from hell and high water. That's probably why I wanted you to have Geo for this anyway.
Maybe a couple of bots in
Damn it.
chat could at least fill
Fuck.
dead space, like a hello bot or some type of interactive bot. He does appear to have a
You're not gonna
timer.
talk about that, alright? Not
He
gonna-
does have a timer. If we're looking at chat at 2:33, his bot says, "Hey chat, hope you're all staying cute."
I assure you. Anyone that's
I mean, I don't know if bots are the answer for chat. Honestly, I think the answer is
Ah, my fucking.
the answer is finding things that chat can, respond to. And what we're seeing a lack of is those prompts, right? Where he's talking about things that
In work
chatters
today.
would be willing to be responsive to. And I don't want people to conflate that with, forcing questions or forcing chat to respond to you, but more so I'm getting at, kind of that open discussion that a streamer has, where they start talking about different topics and subjects that are relevant to either their thoughts or interests of what's happening currently in stream, and then chat can chime in, right? There's a difference, right? There's a difference between trying to force chat to speak to you and providing an open door, so to speak, for chatters to step in and actually engage with you. Hello, Halkin. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the stream. For those of you that don't know Halkin, he was actually my first stream review. And if you're new to this stream right now and you're just joining us, my name's Amor. We're doing content creation reviews where we look at other streamers' channels. In this case, it's ManiacalZ, and we discuss all the things they're doing well and all the things they can improve upon. I've been streaming
What's my last
for
one? Which one do I
roughly 5 years, and I've been offering my experience, expertise, and hopefully
No, that one's done.
thoughts on such things. You're on a lunch break, Halkin. That's right. It was about lunch where you are, dude. Well, welcome, man. Enjoy your lunch break. We're currently reviewing
Pretty sure it's this one
ManiacalZ's
now.
channel.
If not, I'm
We're finding that he is responsive. This is my thoughts. Here's my thoughts so far.
no. All right, that's what. No.
He's responsive to chat when they chat, and that's excellent. He's got friends who drop in on voice chat, which is cool. The problems that I am seeing in terms of like what he can do to kind of tweak the engagement here and improve it is that there are a lot of quiet moments, And in some cases, it's understandable. He's really focusing on a fight. In other cases, I'm seeing he's just kind of focused on the game. It's those times where when you're focused on the game and your friend isn't chatting, that is when discussion is good, right? That is when you're either talking about a given topic that you have something to say about, or something relevant to the game. Actual discussion would be far better, but if a streamer has made the decision not to do that and wants to chat about it, then maybe something else can be better than nothing. Okay. I mean, I wonder what that looks like,
So
right?
I'm not crazy.
Dead air is bad.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
Just watch a little longer.
7, 8. What the fuck? Okay.
I was trying to find something, but here's the thing:
5.
you're just seeing a map, and he's not talking much.
6, 7, 8, 9.
So from a gameplay standpoint, that's probably interesting, right? Because he's marking the places where he needs to be.
6.
From what it looks like, he's marking the different spots. But yeah, I mean, you didn't hear anything. I mean, you heard him counting, which was cool. But like, there wasn't much else after that.
I think there's one like in the back a little bit that I'm not seeing. Or it's just off a little bit on here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Wait, that's not enough. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Am I an idiot? Yeah, I have this one already done, I thought.
So here's what I want to do. Here, let's look at how he closes this
I wonder if it
stream,
is
and then
one.
let's
I just
pull
don't-
up another
It's all
VOD.
nice and glowing.
Let's pull up another VOD after we see how he closes this stream.
That is about enough for me. It's like, what, 9:52? Go for a walk in the snow real quick, see how it looks out there, you know. Is it snowing? It's snowing again? Oh, that sounds lovely. Hell yeah. Who's on? Steve's on. More spooky. Layers of fear. Let's go. We love Steve. I'm gonna go say hi to him. Where are my windows at? There we go. I'm gonna head out. Y'all have a good night. Sumta, good to see you, man. Glad you swung by. Oh, hi, dog. No, you can't jump up here. No. No, not for puppies. Just because I'm stretching doesn't mean you get to jump up here. Here's his nose. If you... Dude, no, back. Back. Off. Off. Get down.
Doggos.
Get
Doggos.
out of my chair. Thank you. Oh my god, this fucking dog. Okay. Let's go say hi to Steve. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a good night, Corvus.
All right, so not much of an end there, right? That was an opportunity to say, hey guys, thanks for hanging out. We just played Genshin Impact for a while. This was awesome. You know, some kind of quick. It doesn't have to be long. It could be very brief. It could be like, hey, thanks for hanging out with me. It was really awesome. I'll be live tomorrow at this time. You know, thank you all. We'll see you soon. He didn't look at the camera, which when you go to a full screen cam,
Who's on? Steve's on. More spooky. Layers of fear. Let's go.
you know, it looks like he didn't set context. He was looking for a raid channel target. A couple things he could have improved upon there, right? Where he could be like, hey, cool, thanks for coming. We played some Genshin Impact today. I need to go for now. I'll be live at this time tomorrow. We're going to head over to my friend so-and-so's channel. Please join me on this raid. We'll see you next time. Personally, I am more likely to stay in a stream with someone who's talking in a calm and engaging way, even if I don't like the game, for sure. Hawkins says, someone last night said something to me while streaming, use more adjectives because she was on voice only. So yeah, here's the thing to learn, and I'll gladly touch on that one. A lot of people tend to lurk, or a lot of people leave streams up in the background while they do other things at their computer, right? I would say often a much larger percentage of the people in your chat, or in your stream, are listening. They're not necessarily watching. So I think that's some reasonable advice, Halkin. What's really adjectives help. What's really it touches upon the concept, and we talk about this all the time. Benny Fitz brings this up too, where it's like narrating and commentary on what's happening. So if you're talking about what's going on in the game, you know, certainly describing and giving real-time narration and commentary, that's like the bare minimum in terms of how I would have a streamer fill that dead air or fill that time while they're playing, right? Ideally, it's more about, you know, other forms of discussion with chat while you're playing. But if you're looking to fill that space and chat isn't very engaging, yeah, narration, commentary, saying out loud your stream of thought is always, always, always helpful. I think one of the biggest tips I always give, this doesn't, I wouldn't say to new, like, I know ManiacalZ is not a newer streamer, but when people ask what kind of advice do you give to a newer streamer, one of my biggest pieces of advice is getting very, very comfortable just talking. And talking about things that no one may respond to you about, but leaves room for them to respond to you, right? Post-Apocalypse says, more likely to lurk while doing something else too if I can hear the streamer. Actually, what we're doing here right now is another thing I like to do for the people who are listening, right? Reading chat out loud and then responding to it. You can't do it all with every single thing that's going on, but certainly if it's a big enough thing for you to address or respond to, read chat out loud, because it certainly sets context of what you're saying, as well as helps the people who are listening. More likely to lurk while doing something else too if I can hear. Yeah. Otherwise, if you don't know what they're saying in chat, but you're listening, you may zone out, you may not pay attention, you may decide, you know, I'm not really engaged or listening to this, so I don't have anything to glom onto, you know what I mean? Let's go over here. We're gonna look at another stream really quick and see if we can see anything else. This was from 2 days ago. It looks like he's playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. So I think he went straight to his game scene, which is fine. That's fine to do. I expected a stream starting.
Oh, where am I? Oh, wait. Okay, so it was the end.
Do you think treating streaming almost like a podcast would be the right mindset? I don't know if it's the right mindset per se, because there's this whole dimension of course, video and visual aspect to it. But I think there's nothing wrong with saying, you know, understand that there is a broad range of people consuming your stream, and they're consuming it differently. Whether they're actively watching it, like at the top, you expect them to be actively watching it, meaning they're watching the video and they're reading the chat, right? Like, then Then you have the people who are maybe watching the video but not reading chat because they watch. Some people watch like this because they don't care about
Peasants?
reading chat. They'll watch it in full screen. I just put it in full screen here. And then you have the people, and I'd venture to guess these are the wider range of people. They open it up, they put the volume at a reasonable level, and then they click out of it so they can either focus on their work or browsing the web or doing something else or playing a game.
My place to sleep.
And I'm willing to
Why,
bet
SWR?
most people, that's most people, right? And so understand that you want to cater to everyone to some degree. Obviously it's a video stream, so you want to be commenting on the things that are happening visually, but that's the thing, you are verbalizing. So the streamers who are really, really good at verbalizing are far more successful when it comes to that chat engagement. So if the goal is to have more engaged and interaction with your chat, then yes, it is more about filling that dead air. It's more about leaving parts of having discussion, having a monologue if no one's chatting, that leaves it open for other people to comment and speak up. So again, we had kind of a cold open from ManiacalZ on this stream. Again, these openings and these what I call openings and opening and closing the stream is I feel it's important enough to do. I wouldn't say you have to spend a whole lot of time on it. But just quickly, right? Just quickly saying hello, welcome, kind of bookend it. Because people also watch these as VODs, right? So people also watch these as VODs. Superwoman says I keep most, if not all, my streams in theater mode so I can see chat even if I'm not reading, but normally I'm tabbed out, so like a streamer who's talking a lot, I can hear what's going on. Yeah, there you go. There's Superwoman's thoughts. You sly dog, you caught me monologuing.
Like 34% gain? Damn, alright. You!
One thing I would note here, and I talk about this, I've been talking about this lately, is closed captioning. I don't see it, and I highly, highly recommend closed captioning here. Highly recommend it. Not enough. Actually, what's really cool is a lot more people are doing it now. I'm starting to notice it more, but not enough people are doing closed captioning. Yeah, no. Yeah, I was gonna say that was Incredibles, right? Okay, thank you. There it is. Thanks, Halkin. Closed captioning here, super, super helpful. Not enough people are doing it, although I'm starting to see it be more common. I'm always going to say, you know, super helpful. Now, I know we just talked about all the people listening. Let's talk about the people that actually are actively watching, but they can't hear you for whatever reason. Either volume has to be low or they physically can't hear you. Closed captioning is super helpful for those folks. Some people just like to have them up. Lex124 says, tabbing in and out of the stream while watching for other streams. Superwoman says, I like streamers like you because you talk a lot, even if not about the game. You talk about the game and reading chat. So when I'm tabbed out, when I heard something, I'll tab back so I can see what's going on. Yeah. But yeah. Treat it as if they're not necessarily looking, even though they may be, and they should be. Also have closed captioning. I prefer closed captions that you can turn on or off. There's some Twitch extensions that do that, where the viewers can turn the closed captioning on or off. I personally use a OBS plugin because it delivers my closed captioning straight to Twitch's video player. And that means viewers can click the closed captioning button to toggle it on or off in the player, and it sticks around in the VOD. Obviously, there are no perfect closed captioning tools out there. Sometimes they don't always pick up things the way they should be heard, but I think it's better than nothing. Hey, Mastani, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream.
No, my God. No.
Let's see what else we can learn.
Sleep.
Knock her out. Straight up, just bonk her.
I guess you could bait people to tab back in with comments like, oh wow, look at that. I'm gonna start doing that just for post-apocalypse's benefit.
That does sound like it's raining. Oh, it is raining.
I'm gonna do that for, I'm gonna be like, chat, did you see that? Did you see this thing? Look at this thing. And it's just my face. It's just like, I'm like, hey chat, did you see this? Did you see me? Baited. Jebaited.
Oh wait, that's buy. Shit. Sell. There we go.
Okay, so it's very quiet. Mouth noises. No engagement here. It's early in the stream. Let's jump into like the middle, where there's been more chatting.
Fuckers! Grab the fucking arrow.
You'd be dumping your brain thought here, Halkin? Yeah.
Hi there, dogs. Why? I like how they don't even really care.
Lex says, I really like hunting in this game. I really dislike everything else. Oh no. Yikes. There's some dead air here.
Give me some of that red deer, man. Oh, or this guy.
Especially the fighting, really. Hunting looks fun. Gonna go a little more
it's right next to it.
I'm gonna go a little more forward. A little more forward. Here's the, speaking of fighting.
Why are
Speaking
you
of fighting.
I don't want to. Oh shit! I don't want to target you people. God, I hate this fucking game. This combat is look. Turn around. Turn. Son of a fucking bitch. I
Yo.
hate this fucking game. Oh, fuck off.
So
Piss
angry.
off.
I like the emotion. I appreciate it. The anger, the rage. That's really post-apocalypse? Using in-game currency to pause was a deal killer? Holy crap. That's a thing? That's a thing? That's a horrible idea. I would say that as a joke in a meeting and then we'd never do it. I would joke about it. More long periods of quiet. So let's
This is bullshit. I can't stand this game right now. It just fucking bum rushed me. No, it's like it's probably hella far back. I didn't even.
let's go to the end.
See. The bath before I went on my spree. That's not too bad. That's not awful. It's not my favorite. This game frustrates me.
Oh no.
I'm done.
That did not sound like a good time.
No,
from
it's
the
like
few,
I don't know how
few
combat
bits.
works, but I get ambushed and there's 3 people and a dog.
Oh no.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Oh no. That
There's no
sucks.
surrender option. It just fucking bum rushed me, spooked my horse, knocked me off of it, started attacking me with the dog, and then 3 people came after me with 3 different weapons.
That doesn't sound like a good
So
time.
I just don't like the combat of the game.
He doesn't like the combat either,
Yes, is
Lex.
it functional. No,
There it is.
This is not my I like everything else about the game. I just hate getting in. Yeah, run. Well, I thought it was just him. So I don't know if you heard, but I was getting my bow out because he was right there, and I was like, "Oh, cool." I was gonna shoot him, but no, there was 2, and then a
That's
dog.
because the combat sucks.
Whatever, it's fine. Moving on
Lex.
tomorrow, probably playing this or.
Falcon says I can't get that angry on stream, not my vibe. Yeah.
Unsure. We could find out.
I don't think I've ever gotten angry on stream, and I've played games
Go
like
do a quick walk, run my dogs, feed them. Oh, I got it back.
Getting over it.
In the morning. Oh, for once, I know overnight's coming up. I am so excited. It's gonna be great. All right. I want to talk to you guys later. Sonoras, thank you very much for hanging out tonight. Of course, you have a good night too. I'll talk to you guys later.
that was a better closing. He said what he was gonna do. He thanked people for hanging out. I would maybe say next time I'm live. Otherwise, that was a pretty good closing. Let's summarize, shall we? So overall, I thought ManiacalZ has a pretty good visual theme going. The graphic design is solid. It has a cohesive look and feel to it. So there is that. I think it's fantastic. I would say that a couple things would be to focus on if we're focusing on engagement and welcoming viewership and kind of providing more interactive feel with your chat. Continue to find ways to engage them and talk to them. It does feel like there was a lot of there was a lot of moments where there just wasn't enough for chat to get to. I'm gonna hide this element here. Hold on. There's some dead air, and when you're concentrating, that totally makes sense. I think that's totally fine. However, I'd be willing to say that there's more that could be done in that aspect. Superwoman. I think if you have friends in Discord, that's totally fine. I would balance their voice levels against yours, making them just as loud as you, if not a little quieter. Overall though, dude, like when you do engage chat's really awesome. I think I think overall you have all the right stuff. I think it's just a matter of remembering to, you know, make it a bit more about the people in your chat. And I know that sometimes chat just dies. Like I think when you know, you're when you're a smaller streamer, like I mean, even like myself, right? Where if chat stops, it becomes really difficult to feel like you can get it going again. And I'm not saying that you need to force it. I just think that there needs to be kind of a habitual repetition of being able to monologue or discuss what's going on in the game, whether it's narration or commentary or something else that will provide an in for your chatters to respond to. And I think continuing to do that is fantastic.